Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4:20 on a Friday. You're in the Cypher with the PodHeads. I'm your Commander-in-Chief, Frank the Tank, and I'm hanging with my best buds, Big Ace.
Yo.
And JB Perez.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
And last but not least, C-Money.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, buddy? How you guys doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Chilling. JB?
Let me light this up and start it going.
It's going. Big Ace. What's happening? What's happening, brother?
Chilling, bro. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you guys.
Happy New
here.
Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy fucking New Year.
First show of 2016.
Excited.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long. Sorry to keep you waiting, folks.
Sorry,
We've been
folks.
working on shit, trying to put the best product out there for you. By the way, you can catch us all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Big Ace.
The PodHeads web show. @official PodHeads on Twitter.
Great. Thank you very much, sir. So, 2015's over.
Finally,
right?
thank
We're all
God.
glad it's
Fucking
over,
time.
right? Looking forward to a new year, new things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's always interesting heading into the new year. You got New Year's resolutions. You've got
Fuck the New Year's resolution.
people always saying,
Big Ace
you
already
know, things
failed
are gonna
his.
Be better this year. What's really different? I look at it, it's just time, right? What is a new year going to do to change your life? So what are some things that people are trying to close the door on for New Year's? What is something that you guys want to say goodbye to in 2015 completely and move forward with in 2016?
I'm done being fucking lazy.
I second that.
Yeah. 2016 for me is about getting shit done. No excuses. No finding reasons why I can't. None of that shit. It's about stop being lazy, focusing on the now, which is very important.
Okay.
Set some goals and get to work, man. Get to work. Motivate. I'm really motivated. 2016 is a motivation type of year for me.
I feel you. Good shit. Big Ace?
Removing fucking toxic shit and toxic people from our lives.
Okay.
And
That's always a good one.
everything that's ever fucking slowed you down, get it out of the way.
Momentum. Momentum's a big word for me this year.
There you go.
Martin Luther King said, take the first step, even if you don't see the whole staircase. That's what I'm gonna do this year. Momentum. I'm gonna jump on the ball, and I'm just gonna use that momentum and just keep on trucking.
Fucking hamster wheel, eh?
Hamster wheel. Let's go.
There you go.
But see, now I like another quote I like too is the road of someday leads to nowhere. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in.
I like that.
So saying, "Oh, someday we're gonna be rich," or "Someday I'm gonna be with somebody,or
We all do that.
No, you can sit there and think of someday all you want, but it's gonna lead to absolute fuckery.
Good shit. That's good.
You're right. We all do that. We all say
Everybody
someday.
does it.
Yeah.
Everybody does it. I mean, you can't blame them. It's okay to have hopes and dreams, whatever, but it's what you do towards them that makes them, dreams or
Listen,
reality, I
someday
guess.
is today. How about that one? Someday's today.
I like
Tomorrow
it.
is today. Someday is today.
Okay.
Let's
I
make
like
2016 about today.
About today.
This
Well, I want to
sounds
make
nice
it.
here,
I want to
bitches.
talk about 2 days ago. President Obama. He's talking about the future. 2016 is a big year because we all know that we're going to be having a change in the White House, right?
You president, right?
Yeah, we're going to have a new president, all kinds of new things. And to be honest with you, I'm a little worried about that.
I think we're fucked.
I don't think there's really a better candidate out there. But I want to talk about his final State of the Union.
Yeah.
Right. He just did it a couple of days ago, right?
A few days ago, and he talked about a lot of important things. So I want to play a couple of clips from this speech and tell me what you guys think.
Food stamp recipients did not cause the financial crisis. Recklessness on Wall Street did. Immigrants aren't the principal reason wages haven't gone up. Those decisions are made in the boardrooms that all too often put quarterly earnings.
Yeah, he said food camp recipients did not cause the financial crisis.
Damn right
Food
they
stamps.
didn't.
That's
The
true.
rich motherfuckers did it.
Yeah, absolutely. Immigrants aren't the reason why our economy is in crisis.
It's sure not the average family watching tonight that avoids paying taxes through offshore accounts.
Damn right. Oh,
Dropped the
amen,
bomb on
brother.
their asses with that shit.
Google, I just read that Google's the worst of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Google pays less taxes than how the rich people have to pay an obscene amount? They pay less than those motherfuckers. And they make
crazy.
more money than them.
That's crazy.
Because they do
Last
that.
year,
Yeah.
They ship it off
Scumbags,
she's
bro.
the banks,
Complete scumbags.
fucking JP
Cheating
Morgan
America.
last year paid less than 25% in taxes.
Cheating
these companies-
America.
We average people pay 25% in taxes.
They're cheating
Look at
America,
that.
cheating us
And
because
they
we're
have
paying our
billions
taxes.
and paying the same amount of taxes.
Amen.
And paying their employees shit.
And I was reading because someone said something. I just did a little research on it. Citigroup, Citibank, and those
Yeah.
motherfuckers, they hide all kinds of money offshore.
Folks, check this out.
Billions
Look.
of dollars.
We don't want to get too into politics and seem like we're trying to be that serious here, but the point is that whether you smoke, you drink, you party, you're into hip hop, you're into rock and roll, country fucking music, the point is that you got to know what the hell's going on in your fucking country because we are making these companies rich. We are fucking feeding
We're the
families of
workers.
these rich bastards, and they're bending us over.
Line their pockets,
And-
man.
yeah, bro.
Bending us over a barrel and showing us the 50 states.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
Shazam!
yeah.
You're gonna make that a what does he say? I'm gonna make that a thing or whatever the fuck he says.
Hillary slipping.
I don't
Hillary
trust that bitch.
slipping. You know, she had a lot of Americans interested a few years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think she's going to do the right thing. The name Clinton carries
She
a
was
lot of
riding
weight
her
in
husband's
politics.
coattails.
Now that chick is out there doing the same damn thing, selling her soul. Black people are enraged with her, bro.
Which is not normal for a Clinton.
No, black people can't stand her right now. A lot of them feel like she's pandering.
That's
to
exact
them.
pandering.
Yeah, right.
She might as well be in blackface.
Well,
yeah,
she-
well, that's
that's-
what some people said. That's what
She's
they
out
said,
there
actually.
doing the Ellen. She's out there doing the
Doing the
dances,
nay-nay,
the nay-nay. Because that's what she
gabbing.
think. Because that's what she thinks a black person is in America this day.
Yeah.
Well, that's what she thinks is going to get her votes. Exactly.
If black
Ignorance.
people see me doing this shit, they're gonna vote for me.
That's
you
insulting.
dumb bitch.
No shit.
That's
That's
it.
Bill
You
Clinton
might as
did
well
the same thing.
fucking go to
That's what she-
Texas, put on a sombrero, and grab some maracas
Trying to get
and
the
a
Mexican
fucking
vote.
yeah, bro. Come on, dude.
You
That's
know,
ridiculous.
You know,
Yeah.
Bill sat her ass in a room and said, "Okay, this is
What
what
are you
you
doing,
But
bitch?
it's the fact is times are different now. Back then, it was true. Did you ever see the? If you recall, if anyone's ever seen the Dave Chappelle "Killing Him Softly" stand
Oh,
up.
I love that.
He does.
fucking
Hey,
thing.
baby.
It's one of my best.
No, man, he does the bit with Clinton and Bush running, and he said, and he goes, when I was watching Clinton when he was campaigning, I saw him walk up to a little black girl. He's like, "Come here, little nigga, baby."
yeah.
And he fucking kisses
Play
him,
that.
and then he goes, "Fucking." Oh, if George Bush Jr., he go. Like, like, and it's true though, man, because like that's what sold votes, but it doesn't now. It's different.
Yeah, that is some crazy shit, bro. You're absolutely right.
Listen, and that's the Democratic Party. The Republican Party is even worse. Donald Trump. I just saw Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Can I play this for you guys? Donald Trump. Okay,
Yeah, man.
Donald Trump had a rally in Pensacola, Florida. let me just play this for you, just to give you a picture. There are 3 young little white girls. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying they're dressed in American flag dresses. Let me just play this for you
Go ahead.
and tell me what you think. Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen.
Cowardice. Are you serious?
Apologies for freedom. I can't handle this.
When freedom rings, answer the call. On your feet,
Wow.
stand up tall. Freedom's on our shoulders. USA.
Dude, this is like North Korean fucking propaganda.
Dude, that's what this is. It's
Wait, what is this?
Yeah, that
But,
reminds me of the interview.
It's the it's propaganda. This
But
is
is
Donald
this a
Trump.
commercial? What is this? This was live.
This is Donald Trump's jam.
Wow.
That is some.
the fuck?
That
You know,
is-
Kanye West ghostwrote that for him.
Co-produced that shit.
like that is some subliminal shit in there. Like
That's scary, bro.
It's propagandish. It's very
That is.
propagandish.
If people are saying all over, if he gains presidency, they're moving. A bunch of celebrities are talking about getting the hell out of the damn.
I'm broke, and I will move my broke ass to fucking Canada or something.
But we gotta take a break real quick. We'll talk a little bit about some celebrity deaths when we get back. It's the PodHeads.
Cowardice. Are you serious? Apologies for freedom. I can't handle this. When freedom rings, answer the call. On your feet.
All right, guys, we're back. The PodHeads web show. Thank you all for listening, sticking with us. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, the PodHeads web show, Twitter, Instagram. We love the support. It's a fucking new year, and already we've lost a lot of famous people out there. David Bowie died.
Yeah, crazy.
How do you feel about that?
I'm heartbroken, bro. David Bowie,
A legend.
definitely somebody that I considered a true artist. The guy was not afraid to be weird.
He was not afraid to be himself, right?
Yeah.
He was flamboyant. He was a great singer, great lyricist. If you listen to his music, it's really good music. Inspired a lot of people. A lot of famous artists today say that David Bowie was an inspiration to them. Kanye West says that.
He's definitely an icon, and he's going to be missed. Age of 69, cancer.
Yeah, you know, he put out a record 2 days before he died. How crazy is that?
I know. His album,
He
Black
knew-
Star,
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying that was his goodbye.
He went number one. It's gonna go number. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's gonna
will
go
now,
number
then.
one. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
they're saying.
Oh,
It's gonna
well,
beat it
people are
down.
selling vinyls on eBay for like $2,000, bro. It's crazy.
Damn, already the guy's not even
Yeah.
cold yet.
Yeah.
Right?
He'll be missed. Rest in peace.
Man, rest in peace.
Snape died. That made
For
me
you
sad.
Harry Potter dorks, Alan Rickman, Hans
Snape.
Gruber,
Hans Gruber.
one of my favorite bad guys of all time from Die Hard.
Yep, he's been in a lot of shit. He's done a lot of UK stuff, a lot of UK movies, a lot of drama on the stage, which is actually what he's really known for. He's a really good actor.
Right.
But people know him for Severus Snape.
His biggest movie was Harry Potter.
Harry Potter,
I mean, he's
yeah.
known mainly for Harry Potter, but he's done movies. He's done Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd, yeah.
He was in Die Hard. Obviously, Galaxy Quest. Loved him in Galaxy Quest, bro. He played such a sarcastic, miserable prick, and I loved it.
When you compare him in Die Hard and then into Harry Potter, it's almost the kind of the same attitude he has and the same type of acting style, you know, and that like really like no humor sense and just kind of talks the same and everything.
Yeah, kind of dry, monotone. He really does it well. I
I think
throughout the
he's
years,
credited
Dogma,
over 100. Dogma. He
comedies,
was
yeah.
in Dogma. Yeah, he was.
He's gonna be missed. He definitely will be missed.
Rest in peace, Snape.
Yeah.
Lemmy from Motorhead. Real name was Ian F. Kilmister.
That's a terrible.
That's
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 tough
why they
name.
call him Lemmy, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Lemmy. That's a weird name too, Lemmy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like Motorhead though. He'll be missed too. One of their favorite songs. Fuck, I just do
The
it
Ace
right.
of Spades.
Ace of Spades.
The Ace of Spades.
If you're a wrestling
We'll play some
fan,
of that shit.
WWE
WWE,
fan,
Triple H.
Well, badass. Speaking of wrestling, sports. There's a lot of big news in sports. Going on
Playoff
right
baby.
now.
Playoff baby.
Playoffs, bro. It's my favorite time of year. My favorite holiday's coming up, guys, in February. You know what my
Super
favorite
Bowl.
holiday is? Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
Super Bowl 50.
Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl 50.
Yeah, baby.
The Big 5-0.
I'm excited.
Carolina.
Carolina's going all the way,
Woo,
bro. I
Carolina.
think Carolina's going to win the Super Bowl.
Cam
this year.
Newton gonna be dabbing on the Super Bowl
Cam
stage.
Newton's
I gotta,
bad boy,
yeah,
bro.
I gotta agree there. I'm a big fan, and I love the dancing. I love the fucking excitement. He makes
He
football
plays-
look fun again.
He has fun
He
playing
has
the
fun.
ball.
I love watching.
Well, you like dancing. Super Bowl halftime show's a big deal right now. Do you guys know who's going to be performing?
They originally wanted Metallica to do it. You know that?
Oh, wow. They're
And
trying to
then-
stay so
That's
safe
super
with this
safe.
shit.
Yeah, and
But
now,
even now, with who they got doing
I don't know
it now,
who-
Who they doing it?
Coldplay and Beyonce.
Beyonce and Coldplay.
I'm sure they'll mention some more people, but that's
Beyonce,
Coldplay. Are you kidding me?
Am I just old, or am I the only guy that thinks a great Super Bowl halftime show? You remember the old, back in the 90s, when fucking P. Diddy used to, when Puff Daddy and the Family?
Yeah, they
Nobody
used to
put on a show like him.
Listen,
Could you
we-
imagine that Super Bowl halftime with all
P.
the guests
Diddy
and the kind of performance he could put on?
That would be
Janet
badass.
Jackson's boob ruins
For black people? For good music?
For
No,
good
Beyonce.
music.
I can't say black people, but yeah,
Um,
that whole JT.
ruined
But
half-
she's
halftime.
still safe. That's still
Oh
a safe
yeah,
bet.
yeah,
yeah, she's
but-
not gonna- there's
I'm
nothing
just
gonna-
saying, Janet Jackson's boob thing
ruin
ruined.
halftime shows.
Interesting, badass,
Interesting,
fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No, there's been good, successful people who have done the halftime
Nipplegate.
shows, but they haven't. That's not the halftime. That's
on,
not what you
yeah.
expect of where it's a global event. The Super Bowl is now a global event, and
Yeah.
you're having Coldplay.
Yeah, fucking Coldplay.
And I like Coldplay.
I do too, but not for halftime. It's
Yeah.
meant to be
Yeah.
like pump you
Beyonce,
up
okay,
and
depends
shit.
what she
Exactly.
sings.
You have
That's just lame.
other networks
Nobody's gonna get
putting on their
fired
own
up.
halftime show, and people switching to watch other halftime
Some-
shows. on
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Bingo. Yep.
Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
so fact, though, your fucking halftime show sucks. Moving forward, you told me earlier in sports you want to talk about UFC.
Yes, because I'm a big UFC fan.
Yeah, me too, man.
Your boy Conor McGregor
Yeah.
is now gonna fight for the lightweight championship against Dos Anjos. It's gonna
Dos
be
Anjos is
champ.
gonna whoop his ass.
I think so,
bro.
too.
Woo, man! Because
I
I
think so,
did you
too.
guys see Dos Anjos?
That's what everybody
Yeah.
said about the
Cowboy.
last guy, too.
Oh, he
Yeah.
destroyed
He
Cowboy.
mauled Cowboy.
And then called out McGregor.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
didn't everybody say the same thing about the last guy?
And he and it was
No,
the other
but
way
this
around.
guy-
Dos Anjos is for real, and he's heavier, stronger.
I'm a big McGregor fan. I am. I kind of dig his shit talking because from the
He's a
beginning
cocky
he's a
bastard.
cocky bastard and he's backed it up. My problem is with
Yeah.
the UFC. I don't think it's fair. Just because he just won the featherweight championship, gets to move up to lightweight and have to fight for the championship.
It happens all the time.
And
It
not
happens
in the UFC.
in boxing. It happens all the
That's-
time. What they're selling, they wanted to put asses in seats.
That's
Nobody
my
wants to see
point. The
McGregor
UFC
work his
wanted
way
to
up
be
the
UFC
shit.
wanted to be different than boxing. McGregor's the featherweight champion. You want to fight for the lightweight championship? Go right ahead. You better drop that featherweight championship because you can't do that. You can't just take and move on. What about all these other
as
guys?
long as
They're
he
doing
goes
it
back down
because
and defends
it's
that title,
the
the
most
title's
money.
his, bro.
They're doing it because it's the most money. Like, they are making so
Yeah.
much fucking
But
money off him
the thing is-
that even he's calling the shots. The UFC's like, okay, yeah, we'll do that
The
for
That's
you.
what
UFC
it's all about.
The
Of
UFC
course, it's all about.
UFC was supposed to be different than boxing. There's
Yeah.
a number one contender for a fucking reason.
McGregor can move up and kick that guy's ass. What is the point in having
No,
him
the
work
next
his way up?
Connor's
Just go
next
for the
That's
fucking
true.
belt.
Connor's
That's
next
true.
fight should be with Frankie Edgar.
Then he should have to fight the number one
That's
contender
true.
for the number one contender.
Yeah, I feel
he
you on
shouldn't
that,
just
yeah.
get a title shot.
That's
he
fine with
should.
me too. That's
Yeah.
fine with me too.
You heard about Mayweather? Mayweather and him
Talking
are
shit
beefing.
to
Mayweather's
McGregor.
talking about how UFC, how prevalent racism is in sports,
Oh,
and
I
basically
saw that, yeah.
saying if a black man were talking as much shit and acting the way Conor McGregor's been acting, he would be condemned. And
That's what
Conor
Mayweather is,
Muhammad
right?
Ali did
praised.
it. Muhammad Ali did it, and they love him.
Tyson
Yeah,
did it a
he's
little
talking
bit.
shit.
Conor
McGregor didn't like it. McGregor responded. He was talking shit about talking about how you've been ducking. You ducked Manny Pacquiao for a few years,
Which he did.
and you fought him after his prime. He mentioned nobody even knows the last guy you fought.
Well,
McGregor's been talking shit.
Conor McGregor talks shit, then he gets in the octagon and kicks your ass. Mayweather talks shit, and he dances with you for
And that's
fucking
the big-
12
that's
rounds.
the
Of
big
course,
difference.
yeah,
Gives
of
you all
course.
that bullshit.
It makes way more money, too.
Fuck that.
Well, maybe not McGregor,
It's
but
not exciting.
Mayweather,
No one
McGregor,
cares. Well, he makes a
Mayweather.
lot more money than
but
McGregor.
yeah, he
So,
does. Yeah, you're
so who
right.
wins in a fight between them?
Who?
An MMA fight or a boxing match?
Well, what happens if they meet each other on the street? You think that they're
McGregor
going
kicks
McGregor
his ass.
murders
to? So
him.
you
kick
think
his
McGregor's
ass.
just going to pick him up, slam him, go
And
crazy?
take him down to the ground.
So in
and
a
just-
boxing
yeah.
match, you say Mayweather whoops him?
Well, in a
Mayweather
boxing
wins
match,
a
I
boxing
don't
match
know.
on points.
Yeah, I don't know if he whoops him.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what'll happen between them two? It may never happen, but you also have CM Punk's fight finally.
Oh,
getting
CM Punk is
announced.
finally going to
WWE.
fight?
guy.
And that alone, man, I think that alone's going to generate.
I think CM Punk's going to get his ass whooped.
a different, good amount of revenue
Brock
just because
Lesnar
people want
did
to see.
well
him.
his first couple
Yeah,
fights.
Brock Lesnar's a fucking
Yeah,
freak
but
of
he's
nature.
a beast.
I look at CM Punk and there ain't no punk in him.
Yeah, he's
You
a
think
very
he's going to show
athletic-
up in Speedos?
I hope so. I hope he plays that.
I bet you do
that part.
hope so. Yeah.
I meant to say that I wanted to see him in his WWE uniform.
Fucking-
He's been training. He's been training in Milwaukee. I was over there with the Rufus boys, and
Oh,
they know how to
really?
fight.
Yeah.
Anthony Pettis is up there.
Oh, yeah, he's
He's
a
a
beast.
good training.
But-
he's
but
gonna
you
come
hear-
out good.
But
Okay.
your people are having a shit fit
What?
because he's in the new UFC game.
Word?
Without fighting
Yeah.
a
People
single
are pissed
fight.
off
UFC,
that
what
he's in
is
the
it?
UFC game.
Of course he is,
They
man.
are fucking mad.
That's
like
yeah, that is
UFC
kind of
fans.
stupid.
I mean, you know what? He was doomed anyway because he's a WWE guy and everybody's gonna hate him anyway.
Until
He
he
gonna have to
shows
fuck
up.
somebody
Until
up.
he
Yeah,
shows
I
up.
hope
I
he
think he
does.
can.
I think he
Yeah.
can too. I hope
I would
he
like to
does.
see. I'm excited to see it.
Anyway, we got to get out of here for a minute. We'll be right back with the PodHeads.
Free financial advice in the Cypher with the PodHeads.
If I found out at work that I won the lottery, I'd drop trial right there. Take a huge
Yeah,
dump in
I
the
mean-
middle of the
What
fucking
would you
thing.
do?
Bro, if I won the lottery?
If you won the lottery, what would you do?
Bro, I tell you what I wouldn't do.
What would
I wouldn't pay no fucking credit off.
You
I would,
wouldn't.
bro.
You
Dude,
fucking.
I wouldn't pay them a dime, bro. I wouldn't need
It
credit.
wouldn't matter, right?
So, I'd be a fucking multi-millionaire with a 400 beacon, bro.
400
With terrible credit. Nigga can't even get an AM Scott loan. Can't get an AM Scott loan.
All right, welcome back in the Cypher with the PodHeads. Don't forget, check out our Facebook at the PodHeads Web Show. Check out our Twitter at Official PodHeads. And check out our videos, man. Follow us, subscribe, show some love, show some support. If you want to ever come...
Web Show YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, check out the YouTube channel. Yo, we want to spotlight local people who have talent, whether you're an artist, whether you're a DJ, into music, got a business. Get in the Cypher, bullshit with us. We'll give you some free advertising, and you'll have a good time.
The more important shit.
We got all kinds of crazy shit going on in the news. We'll post these things on Facebook. Check out the links on Twitter. We're going to have all these stories up. A lot of interesting stuff going on in Florida, all over the world. Big Ace.
Over there by St. Pete.
Pinellas County.
Pinellas County is trying to follow what Miami-Dade County did not too long ago and decriminalize marijuana.
Oh, my God.
That would be pretty.
Yeah, that
So
would
much
be.
so where a city councilman from,
I'm moving to fucking Tampa.
from St. Pete
I'm moving to St. Pete.
and the Tampa police chief have all said that they would support, even if the county does not decriminalize it, that they will in their municipality. I think it's a big deal because they're realizing it's a little ridiculous.
It is a big deal.
Miami-Dade did it before, and all it is anything up to 20 grams
The
is
ticket's
a
almost
ticket. It's a
an ounce.
$100 ticket.
Right. Wow.
Up to 20 grams. It's not a fucking bud. That's almost an ounce.
Yeah, nobody should be carrying that anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You get a
exactly.
ticket if that.
Yeah, sure.
So you get a $100 ticket.
I'll take it.
But in addition to that, a senator, Senator Dwight Bullard, Democrat from Miami, filed a detailed proposal that would allow people aged 21 and older to possess up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana for personal use and to cultivate up to 6 marijuana plants. So 10% of the revenue derived from retail tobacco products, dealer permit fees collected under the article, whatever.
Sure.
They'll be transferred to the Department of Education to provide for teachers training and for research and evaluation to reduce
like it.
and prevent the use of tobacco products.
There you go.
Amen.
I like
Okay.
it.
There you go.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Pay these teachers a little bit more.
And
Get some quality people in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Get rid of cigarettes, who are real fucking killers. out
Exactly,
there.
they're really
Yeah.
killing people, right?
Yeah.
Damn
And
straight.
they
Nice.
wanted to
Moving to
take
Tampa.
effect July 1st, 2016.
I'm moving to Tampa, baby.
Right.
No,
PodHeads
this
is
is
taking
for the
it to-
state. This is in the state of Florida.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not going to pass, but I'm in.
Yeah.
It's got my
Yeah,
vote.
Really. Yeah.
Pass me that pipe.
Oh.
You got some. Everybody's handing me a lighter. I'm like, I need something to smoke out of. All kinds of crazy shit going on in the news. Playboy Mansion's up for sale.
What the fuck?
200 mil.
Your boy Hugh Hefner's selling it.
Hugh Hefner says he wants to spend his final days in the
Hugh
mansion.
Hefner is old.
That's the stipulation. You can buy the mansion, which is only really worth $98 million, but because of all the fucking history,
It's Playboy Mansion. It's a Playboy Mansion.
fucking yeah. But the
Yeah.
stipulation is that he wants to die in the mansion. You have to stay in there. You have to let him live on property till he dies.
Can I move in?
Yeah, you
While
can
he's
move in.
there?
But the
Hey,
old man's
Happy.
gonna die in
That's
there
my
one day.
roommate.
Do the girls come with the house?
And the girls are still
I don't
in
know.
there if he's in there.
If you can afford it, I'm sure they do.
Well, for a $200
Afford
million
that
house,
fucking house. I'm sure.
Yeah.
$200 million house, you can afford to keep them there. Shit.
That's true.
Would you spend half of your Powerball winnings on it?
No, fuck that.
Hell no.
my
Oh,
apartment.
no,
No, I
dude.
probably would not.
I can get a $10 million mansion and bang just as many girls.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, definitely.
Crazy shit. Charlie fucking Sheen, while we're on the subject of Playboy, you know he's got HIV,
Yeah.
right? He's had
He
all kinds of
admitted it.
controversy in the news. You know, people possibly suing him maybe because of contracting it or maybe
He
charges.
didn't tell him.
You know,
Yeah.
they said that it was undetectable in his bloodstream, right? They said that, look, I'm so clean, I'm so healthy that it's undetectable in my bloodstream, and because of that,
He got that Magic
I
Johnson
don't have
AIDS.
to say it,
He
right?
got that,
You got that money.
or that
right?
money, or that drug that's
Well,
out
apparently
there.
that dude went to Mexico and was being treated by a doctor with the cure for AIDS and the cure for cancer
In Mexico.
In Mexico.
in
yeah.
Mexico.
What is not surprising?
Uh,
I don't know
bro,
why.
Really?
Yeah, Mexico. I mean,
They got the jungle.
I
and
wouldn't
shit.
do it.
It's where they find all the fucking.
the doctor, dude, this guy, crazy shit I've ever heard. You'll never guess what the hell he did. This guy says, Charlie Sheen, come down to Mexico. I'm going to get you all better, right?
Right.
Chalchoa is his name. He's not licensed to practice medicine in
I was
America.
gonna say not like Dr.
Only in
Johnson or
Mexico.
something.
Basically, he took Charlie Sheen's blood out of him and then put it in his own arm
What the
to
fuck?
prove that he's going to be straight, that he's got this.
So this doctor gave
Christ.
something to Charlie Sheen, cured his HIV, took his blood, stuck it in his own body
Charlie
to
Sheen's
prove.
HIV is detectable in his blood again since this. He's
Oh,
gotten
no.
worse. He's going back on the
boy.
meds again.
That he
now.
said he was
The
off.
doctor said he had to go back on the meds. Yeah.
That's what you get, Charlie Sheen, for going to Mexico, brother.
Right?
Yeah, bro. That's
That's a
fucking crazy.
crazy
A minute ago you were
story.
saying
I
that.
take that back.
I'm
I instantly regret saying that. Holy
crazy
shit, that's what you
shit.
get. You should have known Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, bro. He was on Dr. Oz talking
But
about
Charlie
I
Sheen is
wasn't
a
fucking running
crazy.
in Mexico. What the fuck?
I don't know. I thought maybe it was some medicinal.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
plants,
that's what I was
some
thinking.
Mexican desert cake that
It
fucking.
was a fucking crackpot doctor in
It was,
Mexico.
it was a
Christ.
Charlie Sheen got bamboozled.
Yeah, bro.
And the guy probably gave himself AIDS.
Oh my!
So speaking of crazy stories, I have this fucking crazy story. I don't even remember how I came across this. I think I heard this in the Trailer Park Boys podcast.
Oh, shit.
So I'll just read the headline and we'll get some thoughts from the three of you guys. So Wyoming man is found with 30 eyeballs in his anal cavity.
What?
This is a true
fuck.
fucking story too.
True
story.
story.
It's a
So was he
true
like
story.
killing people and shoving their eyes up his
We'll
ass?
get to what it was. So
Uh-huh.
Frank the Tank, what's your thoughts
What,
on
okay.
just the
I'm
headline?
taking a guess on what actually happened.
Okay, right, yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. I like this.
This
I like
is-
where you're going with this.
My mouth
Okay,
is
my
still
guess.
open.
I bet you won't guess
Okay,
what the fuck
my
happened.
guess is the guy broke into some kind of medical place
Okay.
on some kind of drug binge.
Right,
Broke
yeah.
into some
That's
kind
what I
of
would've thought.
mortuary or something, and then just started shoving eyeballs up his ass.
Okay.
kinda crazy
All right. All right. Drunk binge.
I
JV?
believe he fucking is a mountain man that takes eyeballs from fucking squirrels and deer and all that shit. Is getting ready for the
Okay.
winter, sticking them up
What
his
the
ass.
fuck?
Yeah. Where are you going with that?
So he's
Fucking-
hunting and killing animals and shoving their eyeballs
What
up
is
his
it that
ass.
squirrels
What is
do?
I
that?
can't get the picture of eyeballs in the ass out of my mind. Why would anybody do that?
What do you think?
And it's even worse that it was in this fucking country too.
What do you think, Big Ace?
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think?
Well, if
Kevin?
it's not animal eyes, then he's like a fucking crazy. But that's
Yeah.
a lot of motherfuckers.
30.
30 eyeballs. So that means
Wow.
he murdered
30.
15 people.
Eyeballs.
You mean to tell me 15
At
people came up
least
dead without
15
eyeballs
people.
and the
Yeah.
world doesn't know about it yet? I doubt
Where
it.
we at?
Tell me what
is
is
it?
So,
I
all
gotta hear this.
right. So the story is the police made a routine traffic stop early one morning, and they got more than they bargained for when Roy Tilbutt, age of 51, stepped out of his El Camino as several eyeballs
Makes sense. He was driving an El Camino.
several eyeballs slid down his right pant leg onto the road.
I knew it. I was guessing that. I was just gonna guess that.
But listen though, listen though. Okay, so feeling that they had a murder, obviously, like the fucking cops thought this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
They drew guns on him and everything and asked him what happened.
Years.
And so it turns out that the
Bullshit.
human eyeballs weren't human; that they were cow eyeballs
Wow. Oh wow.
that he
JD.
bought from a slaughterhouse.
He bought them.
And he said, this is quote from him. He said, "The
Feels
company
good.
won't let us take animal scraps home, and instead of tossing them into the landfill." I mean, he decided to shove them up his ass as an alternative, I guess. But
Wow.
that, yeah. So
is
they were
that,
from.
I guess
They're
that's
just
not
from.
against the law. No charges.
I mean, it says that. Obviously, the
cruelty?
police.
Cow
Obviously,
eyes
the
up his
police.
ass. They're probably dead already.
But okay, and it
Cow
says.
eyeballs are not small.
But it says he was arrested for driving
They're
under
huge.
the influence. His alcohol level was 2 times higher than the legal limit.
That's
So
why
this
he
guy
had
got
eyeballs in his
drunk
ass.
off his ass, drunk off his ass, and shoved
some
eyeballs.
eyeballs in his
30 of
This is
them
a
up his
great
ass.
idea, Mama.
So
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
That's crazy.
that's one of the
Oh,
craziest
my
things
ass
I've ever
hurts
heard.
thinking
that
Yeah,
is one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
yeah,
Thanks for that.
yeah.
See,
That was
That's good shit.
crazy shit,
All
right?
right.
ridiculous.
We'll be right back with the PodHeads.
All right, we're back here at the PodHeads web show with Big Ace, C Money, Frank the Tank. So you guys know me. 2016 is about getting shit done. About setting goals. About accepting all challenges. I told you guys that I wanted to take any and all challenges that were presented in my way. I was going to say yes to life.
Yes. Okay.
We are going to start a segment called JB Takes On.
JB takes on.
Okay?
All right.
JB, I'm talking in third person now. JB will take on any challenges presented in front of him.
Okay.
Please.
I love our audience. I trust our audience to choose for me the challenges that I can achieve in this world.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to do for this segment. We're going to put on the internet, put on our Facebook, put on our Twitter handle.
Okay.
I'm going to put up 3 things that I've been challenged to do. Okay? And I want the audience to choose. Here are my 3 challenges.
All right. So wait. You're telling me the fans are going to get to vote
Yeah.
on this, and whoever gets the most, whichever subject gets the most votes, you're going to actually fucking do.
Correct.
I think it would
I
help
love
if they
this.
knew what he
Can
looked
I vote
like,
more than
though.
once?
We
Can
gotta
you
get a
vote more than once?
hashtag going, like
Hashtag JB takes
JB
on.
takes on, and then whatever he's gonna take on.
Yeah.
JB
takes
hashtag.
on.
Okay, so let me read out the
Sure.
3 things, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Hashtag JB takes on. 4-handed 100 meter. Okay, there is a world record of an Asian guy who got on all his 4s and ran the 100 meter in 15 seconds.
So you're going to try to break
I'm going to break that man's record. I'm going to run 100 meters in 15 seconds or less. 100 meters on all 4s, like a bear.
You know it doesn't count unless you get Guinness out there, right? You have to pay their way to come out and do it, too.
We will videotape it and send that shit to
Shit
World
does not
Guinness.
Well, it doesn't matter. It counts for us.
Yeah.
If you break the record, I give you
fuck
props.
that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But it
Hashtag
won't count the
15
400
seconds on your 4s.
4 seconds.
You run 100 meters in 15 seconds.
was this like
on
on
2
grass? Or
On a track.
gravel?
On a track. 100 meters. Okay?
You have to
better
dress
get
up
some
in little
gloves.
shorts, a track,
Bandana. A sweatband.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Second challenge,
Second challenge.
is I've been challenged to take a leg kick from a local MMA fighter. One single leg kick from
Muay
a
Thai
trained MMA fighter.
All right.
I'm not very happy about that one.
And a Muay Thai knee to the stomach, too.
No, that would be terrible. I'm already scared. I don't know.
So you're gonna take a leg kick, a hard. We're not talking about no little bullshit. We're talking about a hard roundhouse kick to your leg
Where you
get
from
that
an MMA
fucking-
fighter.
We're
Ooh,
gonna
that's
be.
gonna hurt.
We're
And
gonna
not
get in the
go
ring.
down. There's got to be a challenge.
The challenge
here, right?
is to take that shit like
To
a
take
man.
it like a
Fucking
man.
Don't
hit him
flinch,
back.
And not
just
go
keep your
down.
shit, yeah.
Okay.
See how many the challenges, how many.
No. The challenge is one leg
Okay.
kick
All right.
and stay standing.
Okay.
Stay
All right.
standing. Okay, yeah.
What's
The third challenge, in tribute to David Bowie, the third challenge is to dance in the street like David Bowie and Mick Jagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna dress up like them. Well, I gotta
Well, we have
green
to film
screen
in front
it.
of
We
a
gotta
green
film
screen,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to film it
You're gonna put yourself in
in the video and
with
post
the-
it. Right.
Nice.
So that's
I still
the.
think you should do that.
So are we? So can the 3 of us vote right now?
I'm
for
voting.
Sure. Why not? We're gonna put
I want to
this.
see the leg kick. I want to see a
We're
local
gonna see
MMA
the leg
fighter take you off of your feet.
Man, you guys are cruel.
I do wanna see
You guys
the
don't want
leg
to break
kick,
me.
too.
You always want me to break a world record instead of break my leg.
No,
I mean,
I'd like to
Just
see
fucking,
you.
just fucking picture him just standing there and just.
So I'm gonna put the. So we're gonna put up the poll online, on our Facebook, on our Twitter, on Instagram. You have to vote what you guys want me to do. We'll read the
takes
results the next show out, and when JB takes on, I'm not afraid, gentlemen. Listen,
Yeah, never
listen.
scared.
I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
You're just gonna take on. So you're telling me, baddest MMA guy in Orlando, I will take your best. I'll take your best kick.
Bring it on, motherfuckers.
Oh,
All right?
Oh,
I will take
shit.
any leg kick out
open
there.
challenge, most badass
You're gonna
MMA
get
guy in
fucked
Orlando.
up.
one leg kick, try and take me off my feet.
I got
oh
it.
My God.
Let's
He
do
could
it.
be fucking twice your size.
Wait! That's not the voted on challenge yet, all right? Let the people speak.
Okay.
Let the vote happen.
All right, people, listen.
I can sing really well, too.
And if you have suggestions, just put your suggestions in hashtag JB takes on and whatever your suggestion is.
Yeah.
By the way, on top of that, we're going to be posting ideas for PodHeads in the street. We're going to get out there and do some filming, post to YouTube, on our page, on Facebook. Just kind of getting involved with the people out in Orlando, right? And interviewing people and having some contests out
PodHeads
there.
web show in the street.
So if
I
you
like
see the
it.
PodHeads out in the hood and the street, show us some love. All right. I like to spread knowledge. I'm a kind of a dork when it comes to interesting facts. I'm full of useless information.
You're full of
And
useless.
so I wanted to talk to my... I'm useless.
You're full of useless.
You get baked. You start looking at shit on the internet and whatnot. And since this is our first episode of Higher Learning, I thought it'd be appropriate we talk about marijuana. What do you guys think?
Okay, that's good. I like history. I like knowledge. I like growing and baking the brain. I want to learn some more.
Good. You guys consider yourself cannabiseurs?
Cannabis?
Cannabiseurs?
Fuck yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I like the word cannabiseur. Cannabiseur.
Cannabiseur. It's
What do you
fucking
think?
Fancy, yeah.
Cannabiseur. Do you think you know a lot about marijuana?
I think I could run a
I know
shot.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Big Ace, what do you think? You think I can stump you?
I probably know 5 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I probably know a few of them.
These guys think they know their shit. All right, let's go. Here we go.
I know my shit.
First
Oh,
one.
I know my shit.
First interesting fact. You know that there's over 200 slang terms for marijuana in the popular vernacular.
200?
100.
Yeah, by the way,
That's a
this
lot.
is according to facts.
Okay.
Randomhistory.com.
How many of the 200 can we get?
Pot, grass, weed, hash, ganja,
Yeah, I've heard
I know
that.
those.
A
Heard
fucking chronic, right?
Chronic.
Let's see how many we can get.
Bud.
trees, bud,
Bud,
Trees,
Loud. fire,
dank.
MJ.
dank, Mary Jane.
green, fucking
Hashish.
Hashish.
I'm drowning here.
That's
Not
a
that
lot.
many.
Did we say dope? Was dope?
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe like
Tough.
15, 20?
Yeah,
in
close.
time?
I don't know.
Grass reefer?
200?
Let's put that online and
Reefer?
see if anybody else can come up with some good ones.
200.
Yeah.
200. That's
Over
a lot. I
200.
didn't know
The
that.
devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Devil's
The
lettuce.
devil's
Yeah.
That's a good
lettuce.
one. I like that one.
So
That's fucking funny.
Marijuana.
the first recorded use of marijuana as a medical drug occurred in what year?
The Chinese. You know how the Chinese have been in history for
Shit, man. I don't know,
millennia.
yeah.
1824.
No, dude, way before that, like
do you
BC,
think?
I bet.
I don't know, man. That's
1000
vague for me.
BC.
1000
What do
BC.
you-
I promise you. The
JB says
Chinese-
1000 BC.
The Chinese have got it all right a long
Money,
time
Chris,
ago.
what's up?
Fuck,
What do you
man,
think?
I don't know.
Indian times, Native American times.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would say. That's what I
Well, I
would
don't
say.
fucking know.
13,
The fucking, yeah.
Way back in the day?
1400s?
14, 1500. Yeah, I would say that
BC,
too.
brother.
Native American, 1500s. Yeah.
In 2737 BC by
Booyah.
Chinese Emperor
Booyah.
Shang Nung.
I told
Jesus
you.
Christ.
They documented the drug's effectiveness in treating pains of rheumatism and gout. Damn.
That's
They've had it
fucking
figured out for a
crazy.
long
For a
time.
long time.
That's crazy.
Okay. Do you guys ever heard of the temperance movement?
Temperance movement.
No.
Yeah. In the 1890s, it was led by women and religious folks trying to get men to stop drinking
temperance,
so
okay.
they could stop beating the shit out of their wives.
No shit.
Because
Yeah.
there was a
When they
big
get
deal
drunk.
and an epidemic in the United States of men drinking and beating their wives.
Just to make note, we're all assholes for laughing at that.
We are.
This temperance
But
movement
it
in the
was
1890s, it led to the prohibition.
Okay.
And the temperance
I just
movement.
find it silly that we had to make a law for
Right.
that.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Really?
fucking yeah.
Well, dudes
that's
were
what
beating the
was-
shit out of their
So
women.
the wives would
Yeah,
rather have
it's
them
fucked
smoke
Fucking
bud.
that cold dinner.
Marijuana
man.
was commonly recommended as a substitute for alcohol. The
Ta-da.
reason was that the use of marijuana did not lead to domestic violence.
That's fucking insane.
I
Marijuana
never
man-
gotten high and wanted to
They
fight.
wanted to
Right,
fight.
yeah, no,
exactly.
that's true.
What act made it illegal to possess, use, buy, sell, or cultivate marijuana in the United States? And for bonus points, what president enacted it?
I don't know. It probably had something to do with fucking tobacco, though.
No, the drug movement, bro. Who was that?
Nixon, yeah,
Yup,
the war on
Nixon.
drugs.
War
bro,
on
yeah.
drugs. That
what year
mother-
was that though? I don't fucking remember.
65? 8?
No.
72.
I'm trying to think of fucking Forrest Gump.
40,
In the 70s.
no, it wasn't the 80s. It was before Reagan.
It was Nixon and the War on Drugs Act. Like, he did a act on drugs, and he categorized weed among.
All right, maybe
A
the
bunch of
70s
other
because the
terrible drugs out
great
there.
acid wave was San Francisco
Acid,
was
PCP,
69.
coke.
So it was the Controlled
73.
Substance Act
That's it.
of 1970 put
Oh,
in by
close.
Richard Nixon.
I win this round again.
JB,
I'm
it's
telling you.
smoking you guys.
Literally.
Literally and
Literally,
figuratively.
you guys suck. All right.
It's just fucking. He's making lucky guesses. It's not that he's
Not
doing
lucky
that
lessons.
shit.
Who is the
Putting this in
largest
this.
producer of marijuana in the world?
Mexico.
Who is the largest producer of marijuana around the world?
Instinctively, you gotta think Mexico,
Mexico.
right?
What do you think?
Sometimes. I want to say Mexico too, though.
Everybody
Mexico.
says Mexico. Paraguay.
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 okay.
Opposite.
How much do you think price for an ounce of high quality marijuana is in Paraguay?
I'm gonna
Paraguay,
say $80.
Fucking $50,
$20.
$30.
$20.
$23.
What the fuck for an ounce?
For an ounce
Yeah.
of high
Good weed.
Well, I
quality
was gonna think. I was
marijuana.
thinking about $1 a gram.
Wow. Fuck me.
In the United States, in South Bend, it can go up to $600 an ounce.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My guy in New York would fucking sell for $4.50.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Paraguay, $23 for high quality.
Wow.
bud.
Fucking go to Paraguay.
Yeah.
Take a fucking vacation to South America. Stop off in Paraguay. Grab a few ounces.
No, they
and go
definitely
on
made
fucking
it.
You
home.
get caught
Don't
trying
get
to leave
caught,
that
though.
shit.
Yeah,
You're
you're
going to be on. You ever seen
Uh,
that show?
Locked up
Locked There could be an interview. I just
get
wanted
caught.
to get some bud.
I just wanna get high
You know,
for
I have
$20.
anxiety and
Wanted to get high for $20.
I had $100 on me. I didn't know I'd never seen that much marijuana in my life. Little did I know I was gonna be some guy named Pedro's bitch for the next 7 years.
What? Yeah, they're in there for a minute.
Yeah,
sometimes.
bro.
That
I
show
got
is
life.
fucked up.
I got life because I had an ounce on me in the
What are you
airport.
talking about?
You ever seen Locked Up Abroad?
Oh, yeah.
That's a great show. That shit's
I didn't see
addicting
that
to watch,
fucking
bro.
episode, obviously.
Dudes making bad decisions abroad, bro. Trying
Yeah.
to traffic.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
fuck up every time, too.
So I won this.
Yeah.
JB
I'll
knows
give that
more
one
about
to you.
I didn't know we
marijuana
had a
today
fucking
than you
competition
guys.
going. All of a sudden, fucking Mr. fucking Lucky Guess.
I got one more for you. This one right here is worth triple points.
All
So if
right.
anybody gets it right, they
They
can
win.
take this here. Okay.
Oof.
In 2007, how many arrests for marijuana violations were made in the United States?
In 2007.
2007. What was
A
going
lot,
on in
probably.
7?
Approximately how many arrests for marijuana violations were made in the United States? And for bonus points, to fucking take it, what percent of those offenders were charged with marijuana-related crimes were actually arrested only for possession? Only because they had bud on.
Only, definitely over 50%. I'm gonna say a ridiculous number, like
Coming
50,000 arrests, and 80% of them were only for the bud.
Big Ace?
I'm thinking that 1 million is ridiculous, but I'm thinking at least 200,000.
200,000. Big Ace says 200,000. And how many, what percentage of those only had bud on?
I say 60 just to not go
60%. See money.
I'm going to say, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to say 165,000. And I'm going to be that fucking douche. And then, yeah, I
Price
would
is
say
right.
70% of them.
70%.
75% of them had.
Okay.
me, yeah.
In 2007, nearly 900,000 arrests.
Oh, wow.
Almost a million.
See, for
Wow.
marijuana violations, and approximately 90% of those arrests
Only had bud.
was only for possession.
Wow, unreal.
You
was
are
closest.
making potheads into
And
criminals.
right?
Yeah,
Making
yeah.
You are
a murderer.
turning potheads
Well, not making a murderer,
into
but
criminals.
Making
Yeah.
criminals. That's exactly what's going
On
on.
our dollar.
Yep, exactly.
On our dollar.
40 grand a
Billions are
year
spent
per
on
prisoner or some
correction.
shit.
Billions are spent on correction, and almost a million of them, 90% of a million, are for bud.
Yeah.
And we have the
You're
most
ruining these
criminals,
people's lives.
too. Out of all the countries, we have the most criminals and spend
Yeah.
the most on criminals,
Yeah.
too.
Do you know how many?
Because jail is business.
Yeah.
You know how many politicians, how many millionaires, how many CEOs, how many teachers, how many important people to this country smoke marijuana? You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
right.
And you're now you're now preventing these people from having a chance to do something with their lives because of giving them felony charges or whatever kind of charges for bud. Bullshit.
It's
They're doing the
bullshit.
same shit that you do.
Yeah,
Behind closed
60% of Americans do.
Right.
Well, folks, it's been a fucking great show. Thank you for joining us in the Cypher. I hope you got levitated with us.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook, on the PodHeads web show. Check us out on Instagram.
Twitter, @OfficialPodhead. The PodHeads web show on YouTube. We got a couple things on there. And just stay tuned. We're coming.
Don't forget, JB takes on. I take all challenges. I take all requests. Give us some love, y'all. We love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us. Frank the Tank, C Money.
It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for being here, Big H.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. The PodHeads Web Show.
Such a pleasant stay. But now it's time for me to go. The autumn moonlight's my way. But now I smell the rain, and with it pain, and it's heading my way. Sometimes I grow so tired.